Aaron, he did awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone qualified with easy techniques like punches and.
Aaron did really well though.
Yeah. What was I saying? So everyone picked easy techniques like punches, knife
Yeah.
hand strikes.
Yeah.
And they break it, which is fair enough. But
Yeah.
then Aaron came up and he picked a technique that none of the world decided to do. He picked the reverse turn kick.
Of all the kicks, he chose the hardest kick.
Yeah, and it almost looks kind of arrogant because like you're pulling out
Yeah.
as a qualifying technique. And
He-
you know what? He smashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually up because knife hand techniques and punches are all
Yeah.
2 boards, so each board is worth 3 points.
I think so.
Yeah, so everyone's on 6
3
points. And then when Aaron broke it with his reverse, which is a 3-board technique, he was already up on 9 points. So he was sitting on first place. And then
Yeah.
as
Everyone else was like, oh.
yeah, everyone was talking about him. As the other techniques went through, he did well, but then I think the nerves got to him in the end. And
Yeah, I think. Yeah, the nerves got to him when, Greece and some other countries started to break,
yeah.
and then I mean it's always the mental aspect that all of us needs to deal with, unfortunately.
Yeah.
In such events.
Competing in general is
Yeah.
really mostly mental.
Yeah, but he broke most of he broke the turning kick, broke the punch. This is Aaron. He didn't break the side kick, and he didn't break the knife hand. Knife hand was a close call. I reckon if he almost broke that.
Yeah, he put everything he had into that too.
Yeah, and he came fourth overall,
And
which was really good. I mean, he
that's
was sitting
from-
on first and second
Yeah.
for a while now, during that tournament. Who came first, second, and third?
First was Russia.
Russia.
Second was Greece.
Greece.
Third was I'm not sure. Can't remember.
Yeah, not Estonia, no.
Probably not because he did that weird reverse turning kick.
Yeah. Oh, I'll mention it though.
Okay.
It's, like it's really funny though. Power breaking like Estonia. I think it was Estonia. Hopefully, what I'm saying is accurate. Like, one of the guys were doing that for punch, yeah, and we were all thinking that he was going to punch with the right hand. But obviously, in power breaking, when it comes to punch,
punch your backhand, yeah.
Punch and you go through. He jabbed it with his left. All of us were going, what? And he didn't punch hard. It was like tap. He did the same thing. It was the same. I think it was the same guy with the reverse turning kick, full-on kick, and tapped the last moment.
Guess he decided to troll the whole world.
Yep. So Aaron did pretty well. Joe LeCastro was the other individual power breaker for females. Unfortunately, she didn't break the boards with her techniques. I think it was because of the way the board was placed, because she was practicing at a certain height, and apparently
they won't let her bring the boards down in lower, so that screwed her up.
Yeah, I think the rule wasn't that. The rules during the championship wasn't that accurate. Like, the whole has to be above belt, but the line has to be in belt height, so she couldn't break it. But unfortunately, overall she did pretty well, because I was looking at some of the photos that she did, and she didn't miss a lot. Like, she didn't break it, but it was a good technique.
Yeah.
Overall. What else? Special tech.
Oh yeah, Jacek unfortunately just missed out by a lot. It was.
You talk, because to be honest, I didn't manage to see Jacek's.
I think it was 2.7 meters. He had to jump. No, he just missed it by 10 centimeters. So
yeah. I mean, his PB was 2.7, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Or yeah.
That extra two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't jump his best that day, but
yeah,
he'll come back from it. Overall, the Australian team did good. That was it for events, and then we had team events the next day for team power break.
Yep.
Yeah, we.
Don't forget self-defense.
Oh yeah, self-defense.
What do you think of the self-defense routine that you did? You're in the males.
I think we did really well. That was the best we ever performed. We stuck everything. Yeah, and that was with 2 cripples as well. I just so you know, I crippled my knee in sparring. I couldn't even walk properly. We actually used our prop, the walking cane, as a legit thing. Like, I had to use it, and then John screwed up his knee too when he fell on it. So it was pretty funny. I think everywhere me and John walked, people were looking at us as if we were being real or not. But yeah, we were pretty real. But yeah, so Master Bally's dropped our knee for us, and we went up and we did it. I was quite shocked to hear that we didn't make it through to the next round.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the countries did really well. Tajik, I thought, did really well.
Yeah.
That was my opinion. We did really well, but we didn't. Bulgaria, or was it Czech? And I thought we were better than Czech.
Yeah.
From a bystander's point of view, I prefer that one over Czech. Koreans, of course.
Oh yeah,
They did pretty well.
Yeah.
I think Ukrainians did pretty well, except for that weird, thematic thing that they did, like the whole ghosts.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I personally didn't like it, but overall, like the actual self-defense routine was pretty good. But we should have at least go past the first round. I think we did pretty well. Team Power Break was the last event out of everything, and we entered Team Power Break because Team Master Bradley wanted us to be in it. We never had any intentions of doing it when we were training for the World Championships, and so it was a very last minute sort of thing that we for the preparation for the Team Power Break. But we were joking around.
Yeah.
For the actual.
We were laughing.
Event.
Yeah, everyone, the whole team was telling me not to break it. And I broke it
really?
anyway because you broke it.
Yeah, he broke with a punch. Was it a good punch?
I didn't punch properly. Do you know that?
Yeah, I heard like you did that.
I broke
broke
it with my fingers because after I punched the board, it snapped, and then I rubbed my knuckles to make sure it was fine.
So all of us were like, we have to actually do Team Power Break. So we, all of us were preparing for. I mean, Master Bradley gave us a good crash course on Team Power Breaking, on Power Breaking itself, on what to do, putting our way through, and all that jazz. And we were preparing, and when we were on the actual, I was particularly nervous because I was looking at all the people that did this, because I was designated for as doing the sidekick technique, and I was looking at all the people in the individual breaking, and also team breaking, about like them doing sidekicks, and they weren't breaking it.
Yeah.
And every time they did break, I was like,
They really concentrated too.
Yeah.
And then when we got up there, we were just laughing. I think John had enough time to make eye contact.
You know what was
extra?
It was extra nervous was the fact that it was such an isolated event. It was like in the middle, cameras, everyone looking. I was like, this is even worse. Your face on the screen. I was like, even worse.
National television for Bulgaria. Do you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
If I knew that, I probably would have. Anyway, but then, so John did knife hand, I did side kick. Young did turning kick, and Stephen did reverse turning kick, and Philip Lee was our sub. So John did knife hand. He broke 2 boards, nice and clean, very good. I did side kick, and I broke it. I was like, yeah, broke it. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't expect to break it. Young broke it with a turning kick.
Oh yeah.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't break it with a turning kick. Sorry, he didn't break it with a turning kick. It was too high. It was a good turning kick, but he kicked a bit too high. And Stephen didn't. He didn't break it with his reverse turning kick. I think he kicked a bit too high because you need to kick in the middle in order for it to actually break. Not just hitting in the middle, but hitting it in the middle with power as well. But yeah, a lot of people tended to kick too high, like especially DPI Korea.
Yeah, I remember as soon as we missed, Puerto Rico was screaming and like yelling.
How are you screaming about?
Yeah, like we missed. Why are you yelling?
Yeah, you Puerto Ricans. Huh? Puerto Rico, man, they're doing so well this year. And then we ended up coming third, and second was Czech, and first was Puerto Rico, and they did pretty well, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I remember telling to Sir that that I would laugh when we get a medal for Team Power Breaking right before. He laughed as well, and we got a medal. And I told her afterwards, now I can laugh. Like, this is actually really funny.
Yeah. Did that redeem that loss for you?
Yeah, that did.
Yeah.
It definitely did.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, it could have been luck. I mean, when I broke the cycle, I was like, yeah. Afterwards, like, it's probably luck that I actually hit in the middle.
Doesn't matter. He broke it.
Yeah, I broke it anyway.
We all walked away with something.
We walked away with something. Yeah.